No, it's just looking into the camera, talking here. So we're live right now. Like they can hear our voices.
Again? This is what you're doing to me again?
Yes.
Flashbacks to 3 years ago.
We try to keep it like loose. Like that's the whole thing.
You're lucky I didn't say anything bad.
I'm really glad you didn't say anything bad. Because it could have been something that I would have said something bad, not you.
I need to start finding like little Easter eggs just to start dropping in here.
Yes.
When we do these lives.
Ooh, that's a great one. All right.
Like fun facts about Gary.
All right, and I told Gary, who is watching at home, because he's at home. Gary of the Gun Talk crew is not here, unfortunately. We miss you, Gary. We really do. But I have Ronell Franklin from Lockdown on today's Guns and Gear Live, brought to you by Palmetto State Armory. We're talking about the secured lifestyle, the lockdown lifestyle, if you will.
Yeah.
But welcome in.
Thank you.
So I'm trying to ask everybody this question. What's the thoughts around the show? Because a lot of big companies dropped out.
Yeah.
And obviously, Lockdown, big company. You guys chose to come. So what are you noticing around the show?
The traffic is, I can walk from one side of the show to another in 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
That never happens. Unless
No.
you're on a Friday at a show.
I mean, this is, I feel like this is even less than a Friday.
Really?
Yeah. I can't even imagine what Friday's going to be like this year.
It's going to be one of those, like, roll a grenade down the aisle and you won't hit anybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think that this is definitely, Lockdown has shot his transition to really almost completely marketing show.
Right.
I mean, that's really,
Yeah.
you know, I don't see the sales side of it really anymore.
No, because your sales are coming like in SGW and shows like that, different, and I guess mobile visits now. I mean,
The Zoom calls, all that stuff. So, I think for that purpose, I still have all my meetings. I've got my interviews with you. I've got writers. I've got the influencers here. So, there is a lot less traffic, but I think the quality of the traffic is actually still here.
Yeah. I kind of find the same thing. The quality is there, but it's a lighter show. Like it's just lighter. I mean, we're sitting in a Beretta booth, so Beretta dipped out, and so they were like, "Hey, can we give the media our booth space?" And so thank you to Beretta for giving us your booth space.
Yeah.
But that would never happen in a normal year.
No.
And so I don't know if this is a trend going forward. Like this is what we're going to see.
Well, I think what this year definitely did is for some of the smaller companies, it provided a huge opportunity for them, right? Because now they've secured this space, and we know that that's what it is. When it comes to SHOT and when it comes to NRA, it's all about getting that space secured.
Yeah.
So now they've got it, and I think that especially with Caesars now.
Yeah. Well, and you look at it, too, on your previous point, like better quality for those smaller companies. And that's what really excites me about this year's show, because a lot of the smaller companies, they're bringing cool stuff to it. They just don't get brought to light as much.
Yeah.
And so hopefully this year it's a little bit more beneficial to them, and we'll see. But we're not here to talk about all SHOT Show, obviously. So the guy goes out. He's going to end up buying a lockdown door. He's going to turn his room into a vault, all that good stuff. But you guys have something else that's new this year.
Yes. So
to further make this a gun room.
Yes. So, of course, with the vault doors, that leads into the gun room, which leads into gun organization and showing off our firearms, because we all know that Lockdown loves showing off firearms.
Oh, absolutely. And if you don't, so their booth is actually gorgeous. Their booth, you did the design on that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know you did. But you've got like a bed, and it's like you step into a home, and there's guns everywhere. They're displayed safely, and they're put up neatly.
Yeah.
But explain how that works.
Well, you know what? It's our mission to get firearms out of your vault safely, right? Not only safe, security-wise, but safe for the firearms.
Right.
So, that's where we've come out with products, the in plain sight shelves, the Magnum magnets. And that's what we're trying to showcase is, it's your home.
Right.
This is your home, and there's firearms all over that booth. Everywhere we can have a firearm, we have a firearm. We've got some good-looking firearms.
Yeah.
But that's what we're trying to show you is Lockdown. It fits into your everyday life.
Yeah.
We want you to always have your firearms ready, accessible, clean.
Right. Well, clean and out of humidity and all that good stuff, because a lot of times, a lot of the guys, this guy, doesn't actually have his safe in the house yet. And it's in the garage. I'm down in Louisiana. Humidity is awful down there. So, having a safe place to bring those firearms indoors where you can store them safely. But the walls, you guys are doing walls now.
We are doing wall organization systems. So we're really excited about it. It's needed. We need a cost-effective wall organization system. And they're really great. Comes in 2 panels, large size, a small size, to really be modular to fit your space. Pegboard has been around for a long time. Wall organization systems are nothing new. But Lockdown is always trying to be consumer friendly when it comes to ease of installation and cost effectiveness. But I love modularity, and you will always see modularity coming out of Lockdown.
Well, and it's a slim line like design, and a lot of the pegboard over time, that's going to give way.
Absolutely.
And especially if like you go to put up an AR-10 or a long range rifle up there, it's not going to hold.
Yep, absolutely. So what we did is we took the vault organization system and we said, all right, we want it to work with all standard peg hooks. Right, because sometimes sometimes you want an expensive hook to hang an expensive gun and to really make sure it's sturdy, but you've got other gear. You've got bags, we've got plate carriers, we've got all those things, and you don't need an expensive hook for that. I want a $2 hook to hang my range bag from.
Right.
So we are coming out with our own proprietary line of accessories that work with our pattern to really be in there and strong and be made to hold that weight. Both the walls and the accessories are made out of powder coated steel, so super durable, super strong, and then coated with vinyl to make sure that we keep your firearms looking nice. But you can go buy a 50-pack of pegboard hooks off Amazon, and you're good.
And it's cheap, but but your wall's not going to give way, and that's what we're looking for. And I think we're running video over it now, and all the different sizes and modularity. I think that works with a lot of households. I see this being a big time thing kind of for maybe those guys that are reloaders, like they have the room. It's like kind of the man cave. That's where I see these products really starting to shine too.
Well, where I see them is in multiple rooms of the house is really what it's coming down to. I want these in my garage to put my garage stuff in. I want them as a gun wall to store my firearms. But because we work with standard pegboard hooks, it's honestly making my life a lot easier because there's pegboard hooks have been around for so long, you can get them for any type of tool or accessory or anything. So if I want to make a gunsmithing bench and line the wall behind the gunsmithing bench with this, you can buy all the pegboard hooks to put all the gunsmithing tools on there. I mean, there's nowhere you can't use these. And I swear, if you come by the Lockdown booth, you'll see how beautiful a gun wall just looks.
It really can. And I'm very much I love to display my firearms, but if I'm going to display them, I want it in order. I don't want any chaotic, here, let me reach through this gun safe and pull them all out and then have to damage guns or anything like that. It's very uniform, which my OCD-ness, that fits well.
It is also one of the reasons that we went with a structured system.
Okay.
Because we know, I like that also. I want my guns in a row, and with slat wall, there's always that bit of leeway that can happen, and
off spaces and just.
Yeah, and again with the ease of installation, right? So we took the hooks and said, what's the best way we can do it, and we figured it out. The installation, what we figured out is we don't want to have a rack system, and if I want to take down one or if something happens to one, I got to take them all down. So all of ours are all independently installed.
Okay.
And because they're all independent, our screw system makes it to where you can run the screws anywhere along the length of the top or the bottom. So finding studs is really easy. You don't have to worry about wall anchors and hitting all 4 corners. And it makes it easy to grow. So start off with 4 panels.
So are they? Yeah, 4 panels. How heavy is each panel roughly? Pretty easy to install by yourself.
I would definitely recommend having an assistant. Yeah, I mean where there's a
small child or something.
Yeah. Have him down there both hands.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
But it's the large panel is 24 by 32.
Okay.
So it's a good size.
So you're getting a lot, and these. So what are? It's a metal. It's powder coated.
Yep. It's a powder coated metal. So the other reason I really wanted to do that is, at Lockdown we're a big fan of customization, right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have
you should see her shoes.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna just say. Wait, I've got a picture of her shoes. I'm gonna get Michael. He is not prepped for this, but I'm gonna show a picture of her shoes because they are the sickest shoes at the show, I would say. They're awesome. So check those shoes out. If he can zoom in on them, it's crazy. Like those are her shoes. They're so sick.
Mm-hmm. I like
they are
customization.
custom shoes. And this is what the walls will do for you. It allows
so
you to customize them.
We are, with any powder coated metal, we're going to start working with some hydro dippers, some Cerakoters, laser etchers, with powder coated steel.
You can do anything.
You can do anything. I mean, the world is your oyster.
Oh,
so really just making it yours.
So do they come in a certain color?
Yes. So, this is our first line.
Right.
So the panels are a soft gray right now.
Okay.
I chose that because I went into the armory and I took all the different colored firearms and I laid them on all the different backgrounds. And the gray is what made all the colors pop the best. Yeah. And, if we did get into Cerakoting and hydro dipping, it's a lot easier to work with than a black.
Right.
But, I do hope to expand that down the line.
I'm just thinking the customization because I know my wife, and you've met her, that it would she would want it hey, I want it to look good.
Yeah.
She's not gonna let me just throw something up in a room and call it good. She ain't like that.
Beautiful.
I know. If they should be seeing it right now.
Yeah, they look.
Those do look good.
Astounding.
Beautiful.
So I really can't. I can't wait. This is going to be such a fun year. Seeing what people choose to do with these. We've got some fun events planned where we're going to customize them ourselves and start playing with them. And
that'll be cool.
it's what everybody needs this, right? We've all been at home. We've all been organizing the house, doing all these things.
I'm already putting these walls up in my head, so I've already got a lot of spots where they're going to go.
And to make it even easier on the consumer, when these are available, we're also building a vault wall builder. So similar to an IKEA room builder, you'll be able to go to our website and put in the dimensions of your room and drag and drop all your panels and all your firearms.
So you know exactly how many.
Yep. I got 6 long guns. I can throw this in there.
Gotcha.
I got, 27 handguns. I got 4 plate carriers for some reason.
No kidding. Good. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
And price point on these?
Price point on these. So the larger panels are right around $60. We have a standard and we're going to have a heavy duty as well.
Yeah.
And then the smaller panels, $40. So, you can build out, a whiteboard size for a couple $100. And like I said, it's easy to add. So, start small and if you need
just
more,
add
add a couple more. And
yeah, that's beautiful stuff. All right. Hey, Renelle, thank you so much for joining us.
Always.
Here on Guns and Gear Live SHOT Show 2022. Hey, we're going to be back here very shortly. We've got Palmetto State Armory coming up. You won't want to miss that.
Let's see what we get. Always very innovative. It's a lot of fun.